this is my Flosstube channel about cross stitch. Today I am going to share with you my 2023 WIPs and my 2024 goals. We're going to do it all at the same time. A few stats from last year, from 2023. So I started out with 16 WIPs. I UFO'd one and I put one in timeout. That is a full coverage one that I started, oh my goodness, like 15 plus years ago. I don't want to get rid of it just in case I get the itch to do full coverage again. So I'm just going to keep it. But it is just kind of in timeout until that strikes me. It's not ever going to be in a regular WIP rotation. And it's actually way in timeout, so I don't even have it available to show you. I had 79 new starts last year. And I finished with 39 WIPs that I am going to show you today, but that means I had 54 finishes, which is amazing. And I posted a finish parade video, so if you want to go and watch that, then you can check out all of those finishes. It was so fun to go back through and see all of those finishes. It was just really satisfying. Okay, but we are here to talk about WIPs and my goals. So 39 WIPs is kind of a lot. Like, I know it's not a lot for most people, but it's kind of a little bit for me. A little bit outside of my comfort zone. I would love to hover in between probably 15 and 20. So I really wanted to get some concentrated time in on my WIPs. Now, my problem is that I love really big projects, and so I have really big WIPs. And a lot of them I just barely started, and so I don't have a lot of progress on them, which means I'm probably not going to get them done, but I wanted to make concentrated effort. So in trying to figure out how I could work in to get really good progress done on all of those WIPs, I thought about my style of stitching and what I like to do and what I'm comfortable with. So I really love big blocks of time. And when I say blocks, I mean days and days. Last year I did like a month where I did 3 days on several projects, and I liked that, but I always hated putting that project away to pick up something new. I hated it. And so I thought, okay, well, is a week going to be enough? And I thought, well, some of these, I mean, a week would be great progress, but I do have some pretty big commitments coming up this year. And so I knew that if I only did a week on some of these, that would not be enough time, because there are going to be times when I am not going to get hardly any time to stitch. And I wanted to try and really have good chunks of time. And then there are a couple of WIPs that I have that I think if I had, you know, a little more than a week, that I could get them done. So I decided, when I was calculating all of my WIPs and the time and everything, I am going to spend 2 weeks on each WIP. Now, I could do 2 WIPs a month, but I don't want to be stopping on the 15th and starting on the 16th and trying to mess with that. I just want a hard day to start each one of these WIPs on. And so I am starting on Sundays, and I am going to work for 2 weeks, and then I will put that WIP away for the year. And then that next Sunday, after I've done that 2-week period, then I'll do another 2 weeks full of just one WIP. Now, there may be exceptions to the rule, because I do have some retreats planned, I have some travel planned, and so I'm not quite sure how those are going to quite play in yet. So I have these in order right now, and I might mix them around just a little bit, but they're kind of themed. I've kind of arranged them by theme. So I've done like Christmas ones during Christmas and kind of spring ones during, you know, March and April, things like that. So, but I do reserve the right to switch it around and do whatever I want. Now, I have more. So if we divide the year up into 26 weeks, or into 2-week periods, that's 26. So that's 26 WIPs. But remember, I have 39 WIPs. So I had to figure out what to do. So there are 4 that I am actively concentrating on. 3 of those I usually stitch on in the mornings. And so let me start off with those. Let's see. Okay, so the first one I'm going to share with you is my E a day. So I stitch an E a day, and I am getting really close to being done. This bag is a bag that I made just with some Disney movie poster fabric. Now, I'm not going to take it out of the Q-snap, so I will just show you what I've got done. So this is getting super close. I think I only have 6 letters left. It's really hard to only do one E a day, especially some of them are just so cute and little. Like, look at those. And they only take me like 5 or 10 minutes. And so let me show you, there's the chart. So I'm getting really close. After I'm finished with the E's, I'm going to go back in and do a motif a day. So I've got some of these motifs that I'm going to go back in and do. And then it will be done. So I plan to have this done because I know exactly when my finish date will be. I think it is February 5th, 7th, right in through there. I don't remember right off the top of my head. I am doing this on 40 count flannel flower from Fox and Rabbit with 2 Silk for You colors. Let me pull up my spreadsheet here. Okay, I am doing this one with PR052 and white from Silks for You. So this one is going to be a finish in just a couple of weeks. I am super, super excited. So watch my regular Flosstube for the progress on that. It's been so fun to do one a day. And you might wonder, if I'm finished with this in 2 weeks, what am I going to do? I will show you. Now, some of you might know Julian Stitches. She made a goal to do a motif a week, and she was working on her And a Forest Grew. And I thought, I have And a Forest Grew, and I started it, and I've got a bit done on it, but it's not a ton. So what if I join her motif a week? She's doing a motif a week. Okay, I am going to pull the clamps off on this one because I have done a bit. Again, this is just a bag that I made. Bags, I'm like surrounded by bags. It's crazy. Okay, so here is my And a Forest Grew. So again, I am doing a motif a week on this, which means, so it's really cute. Like, all of these different trees are just so, so fun. So when I started that motif a week, I had about from here up done. Okay. So then I decided to do a motif a week. So I started with this tree, and it was so fun that I decided to do this fox. Okay. So I did those 2 one week. Well, then this past week, I had already had this lemon tree in. And so I thought, I wonder if I could just go and fill in all of the space in between the fox and the lemon tree. So you know what? Instead of a motif a week, I did, I think, like 18 or 19 motifs this week. But to be fair, they're little. Like, look at these teeny tiny trees. And then there are 4 birds. Look at that bird. Oh no, 5. Well, yes, 4 birds. That one I did. And I did this little guy and this one and this one right here. And then I did the bunny too, because I couldn't leave the bunny out. And then I did this tree and this tree and this tree and this spirally tree and these 2 little trees. Okay. So I'm going to keep going on this as a motif a week until I am finished with my letter a day. And then this is going to move into my motif a day spot. Now, I'm not going to promise to do 1 a day because, again, some of these are so teeny tiny. Like, I would probably do all of those in 1 day, or all of these in 1 day, something like that. But I am going to commit to working on this one each day once my E a day is finished. Okay. So, And a Forest Grew. And this one, you guys, has so much floss. I have 4 rings of floss. Look, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I mean, that is so much floss. It's almost like it's a full coverage. I think there's over 100 flosses in here. I am doing a mixture of DMC and Anchor, mostly Anchor, but some DMC. And the colors really are pretty. Like, there's every green under the sun, but then there are some pinks and blues and yellows in there that are just really pretty that she uses for some flowers and birds and different things. But that is a lot of floss. Look at all that. But it's so fun. I love it. Let me show you what this will look like when it is finished. So again, I've got, oh, this side, sorry. So I've got right to about here done, roughly. And I'm not going to lie, there is a little part of me that wants to do this next week so that then I can work on this big tree. So we'll see if that happens. I'm not committing. Again, I'm just feeling, I'm doing what feels best for me. And that's what we should do. We shouldn't have any pressure. What we do, what we stitch should be fun and we should enjoy it. And that is what my goal is here. I am doing this on a 36 count Brenda's Brew 1/2. Brenda's Brew is from R&R. All right, so when this one moves into my motif a day, I'm gonna have a motif a week, a spot open. And so I am going to slide this one in there. This is Modern Fork Embroidery, Kindness and Fortitude. Now, I became stalled on this one because when I started it, I had this floss that I really loved, and then I determined that I wasn't going to have enough, so I decided to incorporate another color. And as hard as I tried, it didn't work, and I was really sad. So the other day, I frogged all of it out, so I am left with this, which it's still so beautiful. Oh, and it's upside down. Let's try this again. It is beautiful. So, but I did pick out, I think, 2 pretty big motifs and 1 little one. So I will do a motif a week on this one. And this one should finish up pretty fast. And again, I'm going to reserve the right that if I want to stitch 2 smaller motifs, then I'm going to stitch 2 smaller motifs. But there's really not a ton. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So hopefully in a little over 2 months, I should have this one done. Well, then what am I going to want to do, you ask? Oh, this is on 40 count Blue Lagoon from Red Thicket Fabrics. It's a Verdal, and I am stitching it with, let me find my silk. Okay, Silks for You PR021. I have not braided this one yet, but it is like a beautiful color of like a dark, deep teal blue. I love it. And I really love this piece, and I really want to get it finished. So I'm kind of anxious to get to it. It will be lovely. All right, so after I am finished with that one, I want to do a new motif a week. And what will that one be? It is going to be Tropical Quaker Sampler. This is found in the Gift of Stitching magazine. It is stitched with Vicki Clayton silks, which I ordered. And I am stitching it on, let's see, I don't have my info on there. Let me look. I've got my little computer spreadsheet up here. 40 count Chantilly from Color and Cotton. So let me show you my progress. Okay. So this is where it currently stands. So this is going to be another really, really great motif a week that honestly is not going to take a real long time. Now, past this, I am not sure that I have very many plans on what to do. So maybe I will allow myself a new start, because as it stands right now, I'm not really planning any new starts, which makes me sad because I have so many things that I love and that I want to start, but I want to work down my WIPs. That's my priority. So maybe I will do that. Or maybe I do have a couple of WIPs that I will not be working on this year. And so maybe I will slide one of them into this slot. Again, we will see. We will see what feels good. And by the time I get this one done, I might be in my really, really busy stage. Like this summer is going to be super crazy. I've got some really heavy commitments. And so I'm trying to leave space open to take care of those. So this is in a bag from my friend Jill, Jill Stitch, that she made for me that is like icons and rides from Disney parks. I love it so much. And she like fussy cut and did this border at the bottom, and then this cute colorful hexy print, and the zipper is so good. I love it. So all right, now like I mentioned before, in the mornings I usually stitch my E a day, and then I usually spread my motif a week out. But sometimes, especially if those E's are little tiny, and or I've already done my weekly motif, then I wanted to have a project that was just ongoing, that I worked on just a little bit each day. And so I decided to put in the 1816 Verlande sampler. Now this is from Antique, oh, what is it? It's from that magazine. Samplers and Antique Needlework Quarterly magazine. And this is just, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of my very, very favorite pieces. I love this so much. I am doing it on 36 count tin roof, and I am using Anchor Black, and I am doing 2 strands over 2 threads. So let me open this up so I can show you my progress. It's so beautiful. So I've been working on this lately. I added in a little bit of the border, some of these letters, these dates I actually just added this morning. And then I did like this whole half of the motif a couple of weeks ago. And I just am so in love with just this, the black on the tin roof, and the intricacy of those motifs are just amazing. I love this so much. So I guess if I got really desperate, I could change this into a motif a week, and maybe I will. It kind of depends, again, on how I feel and just what feels right, because there are several smaller motifs. Like some of these are just so big that it would, I don't know, it would be a stretch to do in a week. Like they're just really big. But some of these smaller ones, you can see there's like smaller ones sprinkled in. And so those ones would probably be very realistic. So in all reality, this might just be one that I just slide into a motif a week, or 2 motifs a week, or 3 motifs a week, depending on the size, right? It just might get a more concentrated stitching time than it's getting right now. And that's fine. That will be great. I just love stitching on it. Like this one just makes my heart sing. Like all of my WIPs do, but there's just something about this one that I just love. This is a bag I made myself, because that's how I roll. All right, I call this my Epcot bag because it's that kind of a print, and I have a little Epcot zipper pull on it. Okay, so those are ones that on average I touch daily. Okay, then I have another category that's not part of my 2 weeks, and these are my travel projects. And what that means is I have my little travel bag. You guys have seen it before. I love it. I talk about it all the time. I take it with me anytime I go on trips and go to like the Disney parks and wait in line and I stitch. So I have incorporated some of my WIPs into this. Now this also goes in my purse, and so it's with me in the car. So if I have to wait in a carpool line to pick up, or if I don't know, anything like that, if I'm at the doctor's office, then I can pull this out and stitch. So I think I will probably keep this as my travel stitching projects. Okay, this one I do not have a picture for, but this project is How Doth the Little Busy Bee from Modern Folk Embroidery. This is on 40 count, I believe, eucalyptus, and I am using a silk I got in a box from Brandy Bestitch Me, and it is called Sunflower. And so it is this like yellowy, kind of greenish silk, which has been lovely to work with. And here is my progress on that, because I have been working on this somewhat regularly because it's been in the car with me. And I really am loving how it turns out, how it's turning out. I just think it's beautiful. I started this one last year, and it's really not huge. This is the top corner. You can see right there, that bottom border is rounded. That's the bottom corner. And you can see there's these 2 flowers. Those are repeated on this side, and then it's just border. So really, I don't have too much left on this one. I mean, for a travel project, but I am actually going out of town next month, and so I might get a ton done, because this will probably be what I bring on the airplane with me to stitch, because I'm not doing new starts, which is hurting my heart just a little bit. Again, we'll see how I feel, going by what feels best. But this one I am hoping will be done within a couple of months, and it is super cute. All right, what is going to go in that slot when that one is done? Well, it will go in that bag. Right now, this is in a bag that I got from my friend Emily. This was her smalls exchange, and the small was this, which I love so much. And then she put it on this bag that she made, which I love, 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 love. And so in here is housed the Floretta sampler from October House Fiber Arts. We started this one back in July. And let me show you where I'm at. I am doing it on, let's see, 40 count oyster shell from Fox and Rabbit. And I am using a water lily silk. Fresh Pink is what this is called. So it's just a very, very, like the palest pink ever. In fact, it doesn't really even read pink. It just reads white on this, which is totally fine. But here is my wrinkled progress. I don't have a ton done. Just a few letters and some of that middle band. But this is one that is small enough, let me show you the chart again, that it will go relatively fast. So see, so I've got half of this band and then I've got those letters. So I've got to finish this half. I mean, really, this will go fast. And it's just really sweet. And I'm loving how just this fabric is like a purpley gray. And then just the white on there. It's just really soft and sweet. So this will go into my travel project slot when I am finished with How Doth the Busy Bee. When I am finished with this one, what's up next? Let me show you another bag that I made. Just this cute like retro house summers fabric. Okay, in here is the Linnet Song from Modern Folk Embroidery. I started this one over a year ago and then just kind of stalled out on it. And I'm not sure why I haven't picked it back up because I do really love it and it's not huge. Let me show you my progress. I'm doing this on 40 count anthracite, which is just a Zweigart linen. And here's my progress. I'm using DMC. So it is DMC. Let me pull out so I can tell you. Let's see. Okay. DMC 3072 and 3808. So it's kind of a really light gray and then this teal blue. So I love the pattern in that vase. It is beautiful. It's shadowy. There you go. You can kind of see it better. So I've got that whole top outlined and I just did a half stitch because when you're out doing a border, I would prefer to unpick half stitches instead of unpick full stitches. So I made sure my border met. So now I need to go back and finish those. And then I do need to do this middle section and the bottom. And this one will take a little bit. I mean, there is a lot of stitching involved in here. This is Jacob. Does he say how many stitches there are? This is a little bit bigger project, but really this is the next smallest project that I have other than those two I just showed you. Let's see. It looks like there are about, let's see, there's 4486 in color 1 and 7256 in color 2. So about 11-ish thousand stitches. So I mean, it's bigger, but I do have several trips planned. And so hopefully I will get those two done and then this can slide into that spot. And if not, that's okay. When it gets there, it gets there. Oh, looking at it just is so pretty. It makes me want to stitch it. So it's beautiful. The Linnet Song. All right. Shoving everything back in is always kind of awkward, right? Okay. All right. So those are kind of my side categories. Now it's time for my 2-week categories. All right. Oh, so we've got 26 of these. Actually, we only have 25 because I've been working on the other one. And if you follow my Instagram, then you've probably seen it. And it might be no longer a WIP. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. So that means I am picking up next. Let me see if I have a picture. This is one of my oldest WIPs. It is one of my most beautiful WIPs. It is incredible. Oh, I don't know if I have, okay, do I have it here? Okay, this is a terrible picture, but this is White Nights in St. Petersburg by Chatelaine. So this is a computer generated picture, which does not even do it justice. at all. So let me show you what I have done on this one, my starting point, before I invest 2 weeks time into this. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, are you ready? And it's huge. It's so big, you guys. Okay, here we go. This is where I'm at. So I would say I'm about halfway done. So I do still have tons to do. All 4 sides are going to look like that top right there. You can see on the sides I've got those 2 yellow buildings on either side. So then I need to do the middle and those onion roofs and then that border, which is just so stunning. And this is on an opalescent fabric. It's a mystery fabric. Again, this was so long ago. This is probably 17 years old, 16 or 17 years old. Like I started this when Martina was doing it in monthly parts. She would send it out each month. So that's a long time ago. But, so I've got to go in and I've got to do this. But look, they will look like that. Aren't they beautiful? And I am beading as I go, and you can see all the specialty stitches. I know I've got beading thread in front of there. And there's some over 1 stitching. And there is a ton of petite treasure braid. Oh, look, you can see the sparkle. Look at it, you guys. It really, and as beautiful as it is on screen, it is even more gorgeous in person. It just, it's so beautiful. So I really, really, really want to get some big work done on this. How much, I'm not sure. I'm kind of hoping maybe I can get 1 side done, maybe. I don't know. The dream would be to get both of the sides done, then I would just have the bottom. I don't know if that's going to happen, but this is going to get some serious work. Like this middle is just crusted in beads. Can you see that? Like, see all of that? Oh, it's so gorgeous. This is using all of the called for materials, which is NPIs, water lilies, dinky dyes, glorianas. What else is there? Petite treasure braid. Like, it is all just so beautiful. I did just finally go through and finish braiding them, because when I did it, they were in floss away bags. I love pre-cut braided lengths so much more. And then look at all this treasure braid that is in it. I mean, just so much. So my heart is so excited to get back to this one. I have been anxiously awaiting, and it is time. So that one is coming up next. Super, super thrilled. Okay. Oh, I can't lose my chart. Okay. This next one is another one that I really love. This will be my next 2-week project, and it is, let me find the picture. Here we go. Rose Quaker by Stickideen von der Wingberg. I'm sure I said that wrong. I'm sorry. It is gorgeous. I'm hoping to maybe get it halfway done in a 2-week period. I feel fairly confident, and I have a lot done. And you know what? Maybe this one will slide into my motif a week if I happen to get all those other ones done. I don't know. We'll see. But this is so beautiful. I really love this so much. Just the colors. This fabric is 40 count vellum from Picture This Plus. And it's beautiful. And it is just stitched with the called for DMC. I love this bag that it's in. It is a bag I made with this beautiful fabric, and then the lining fabric, I did this black stripe. And I love that graphic contrast. It just, oh, this is one of my favorite bags. Which I have lots of favorite bags, so it's kind of not fair to say. Okay, the next 2-week period will still be in February. And so in this bag that I've made is kind of this pinky outer space bag. And the inside is Guardians of the Galaxy fabric, because Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite ride at Walt Disney World and Epcot. And so I wanted to make a bag to kind of commemorate that. Okay, this bag holds Zimmerman Coverlet. There are a few people doing this, and it is gorgeous. I decided to go totally outside of the box, and I'm using Huntress by Picture This Plus. This is my progress. I'm using white silk from Silks for You. This is showing pretty true. It is so beautiful. I am hoping, now this is the middle. I did a middle start. I am hoping to get one whole section done because there's 3 repeats. So I am hoping, I think that I could probably get this whole section done in a 2-week time span. It's so beautiful. Gosh. And just the white on this dramatic color. My heart is just goes pitter-pat over it. I love it so much. And it totally like matches. Look, the fabric matches the bag, which makes my heart sing super a lot too. All right, then we're going to move into March. So March, I decided to do some green. Okay, I am doing Edith E Nunn, 1884. This is from Quaint Rose Needlearts. I love those purple birds, and the border is so fun. I am doing this on, let's see, this is on 40 count Colonial Green fabric. Okay, these flosses, the colors are so beautiful. And here's my progress. Ta-da! Oh, that bird's so good. He's so good. This leaf, I remember when I stitched this leaf, it was a bugger. It was really tricky, but it looks so good. So I have another bird to do on the other side, the same kind of motif. And then the border, of course, in that middle basket and the alphabets. I think I could get pretty close to a finish on this one. I don't think I will finish it, but I'm hoping. So 2 weeks spent on that and those colors on that green. This is in a bag that was gifted to me from Cheryl, and it's really pretty. She, I don't remember her. I don't remember. She makes and sells bags and other things. She uses this fun printed vinyl. And so I will put her information here on the screen somewhere, down there, over there, somewhere. So it's really cute. All right. Next, in another bag that I made. It's kind of a space-themed bag. And the inside is like this purpley galaxy fabric. And which is so funny because they have nothing to do with each other, the chart and the bag. So it just makes me laugh. Spring at Hawkhorn Hollow. Not what you were expecting, right? So I started this block, got very, very little done. Very little done. Ta-da! Because this is on 40 count, oh, what is it? 40 count mushroom linen. And I mean, that block is almost as big as my hand. And it's big. These are way bigger than you think. But this pattern is so cute. So I am hoping to maybe get, 3-ish, maybe 4-ish blocks done. So again, I'm right there. So I don't know, there's a lot of stitching there and a lot there. So maybe I'll just try for these 3. We'll see. I would love to go up and then I can get the top done. I don't know. But that little bird is cute. The start of that little bird. So that one will be in March too. Okay, then next, let's see. My computer keeps sleeping. All right, after that, okay, this is March into April. Oh, and I love this one so much. This is Inspiration by Rosewood Manor. This is one of those charts that just made me gasp the first time I saw it and was a must stitch. So let me show you my progress where I am starting. Okay, so when I worked on it last time, I worked through all of those vines, which is great. So I think, I'm hoping maybe I can finish this top inside border and maybe start to bring it down a little bit in a couple of weeks, because that is a lot of stitching, and not just stitching, but color changes. All of those little flowers, like it's going to be so stunning when it's done. Like, look how cute that is. Sorry for the wrinkles. They've been shoved in their bags for a while. It's going to be so beautiful. I do have a loose thread there, sorry. But, and look, you can kind of see that pattern that those vines make. So I don't know, maybe I'll keep going on the vines, because once the vines are in, then it's easy to find the flowers and stitch them in. So we'll see. We'll see what I get done. Maybe I'll get almost that whole outside border done in 2 weeks. I don't know, that's a lot. I'm not going to commit to that. I'm going to commit to just getting this outside border with all these vines and flowers down to this halfway point. I'm going to leave the center till the end. But again, it's just so beautiful. Oh, you know, we stitch stuff we love, and so I pull these out and my heart just like gasps, because I just love it. So, love them so much, right? So anyways, this is in another bag that I made myself, just with pretty fabric outside and pink with gold polka dots on the inside. And a cute little just gold flowery zipper pull. All right, that was the beginning of April. So we're still in April, and I am going to work on Harriett Cooper from Queenstown Sampler. So this is just, I love this like peachy orange, and I love the kind of blue-green of the grass and these flowers and the shadows and these trees. And this is a really cool pattern, because this is from a sampler collection from the Oblate Sisters of Providence, Baltimore, Maryland, the first African-American Roman Catholic sisterhood, which is amazing. So let me show you what I've got done on this one. This one is being done on 40 count Molly from Grace Notes. And the thing that I was so surprised with this one is how little it is. This is a fat eighth. It will fit on a fat eighth, which is very surprising. So you can see I've got these stairs done, a little bit of the house, and I wanted to get some of those flower pots in. So those are some of those flower pots. So I do have a ton of stitching left. I would love to think that I would get this done in 2 weeks. There's a lot of stitching. Now this is all stitched. This is all completely, like, honestly, it's from here over is full coverage. So this background fabric is just, this is the fabric, so this is not. I do not know if I'm going to fill this in. I don't know. I don't know what I think. I think I will leave it till the very end. And then if I think it needs it, then I'll add it in. But otherwise, I really think it could get away without it. So, but we'll see. So Harriett Cooper is coming out in April. This is in another bag I made myself. This cute stripe with this adorable colored cherry print inside of it. Okay, I have one more April. Let's see. Okay, this one I love. This is Twilight Woods Sampler from the Wishing Thorn. I love kind of the Art Nouveau feel of it. And it has beads. Beads make everything better. And beads on a sampler, how fun is that? I just think it's super fun. Okay, this is being done on 40 count Confederate gray linen from Weeks. And here's my progress. Now this one, I fully expect to finish within my 2-week time period. There's where I'm at. Here's what I have left. So see, so I have all this done. I've started on that. Started on this block. I really think I could get this done in 2 weeks. And so hopefully towards the end of April, end of April into May, I should get this one finished. I'm hoping. that's when all of my craziness is going to start ramping up. So we will see. And I'm just going to give myself grace and do what I can do. Another bag made by me. This really cute print, and inside there's flamingos. It's adorable. Okay, next one is Ponquon. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. It is Reflets de Soie. So I love this because look at that border and those flowers at the bottom, those motifs, and it has pansies. Like, when do you see pansies on a sampler? Plus, I love the colors, the greens and the purples of it. Oh, so good. So this is in May. Let me show you what I've got done on it. I am stitching this on 40 count Lambswool linen from xJuDesigns. And there's what I have done. I'm using the DMC, I think. Yeah, just DMC. I mean, look at the greens and the purples, and I had to get down and start. And so can you see those little pansies? Oh, they're so cute. Now I expect to make a lot of progress on this one. I don't know that I'll get it done because that border is pretty intense. I mean, look at that. But I bet I get a huge chunk of it done. I bet I do. And if I get so close to something but I can't get it done within the 2-week period, then I might put it in my morning rotation and just work on it a little bit, like do a strand each morning until I get it done, if I'm that close. But look, there's like this dark purple and this green, and then there's this bright blue and this gold, and then this is more of a grassy green and a lighter purple, and then this mint green. Oh, just the colors in this are so, so fun. So, love that. This is in a bag I made, this cute apple print, and then a coordinating fabric inside. All right, so that was May. This is my next May one. It looks like May is sampler month. I don't know why, but it is. So I will be working on Anais Cueveur from Reflets de Soie. It's Reflets de Soie month. May is. Okay, these motifs are just stunning. The intricacy of them. But it does mean that they're pretty, not necessarily confetti heavy, but just lots of color changes. Lots and lots of color changes. So let's show you what I've got done on this. Okay, here we go. So I started that bottom corner. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to hold it all together. It's so tricky to show stuff sometimes, isn't it? Okay, so this bottom corner border right here, and then I started this deer. I think it's a deer. It might be a dog. I don't know. Whatever it is, I got him started. I remember I wanted to get him finished when I was working on this last time, and I didn't. So I will hope to get him done this time. I'm hoping, there's no way I'm going to finish this in 2 weeks, 100%, but maybe to creep up on the border, finish this deer, and maybe work towards that basket, and maybe up to that bird. We'll see. Again, just wherever my heart takes me, but it's beautiful. I love this. It is on, oh, what is this fabric? I think it's a Seraphim. Let me check. Oh yes, 40 count Finn's Fence Seraphim, and I am using the DMC. Another bag made by me. This really cute print, and my inside fabric. It's just these cute dots that coordinate. Okay, that takes us to June. June, I will be working on Summer Quaker. In 2 weeks, I'm hoping to maybe get 2 of these borders done. I started up in this corner. That corner? Nope, this corner. So I'm hoping to maybe get these borders done. And if I get that, I'll be pretty happy. I think that'll be great progress. I'm using the DMC on this. This is being done on 40 count Ocean Sand from Atomic Ranch. And there's my start. I just have very little done. This is like kind of a tannish, really pale blue fabric that reminded me of kind of oceany, beachy. I mean, it's called Ocean Sand, so. But the colors in this are beautiful. All the blues and these corals. So I'm pretty confident that I can get those two done in a week. If not, it'll be really close. And I will be super happy with that progress. So, Summer Quaker by Lila Studios. This is in another bag made by me. Just this cute rainbowy print with rainbows inside, and my zipper pull. It's a rainbow too. Oh, there you go. So fun. All right. Then we are headed, okay, into the end of June. And this will be over the 4th of July. So I decided to work on my Queen of Freedom. I'm just using the called for. I am doing this on fabric Flair, We the People. Printed fabric. It is a 28 count. Here's what I have done. So this will be my starting point. I think in 2 weeks, what do we think I can get done? I think I can get the whole bottom half of her skirt finished. And maybe even creep up to her. So I think I can finish from here down and maybe even creep up into here. We'll see. Because really, I have outlined so much of this that I just have to fill it in. So this bottom right here, this is going to take a little while because there is a lot of color changes to accomplish all of that shading. But all of this I've outlined, so I just need to fill in. This is going to take some time because it's pretty counting intensive to get those stars. And I am going to do the skin over one, so that is going to take a lot of time. But she's beautiful. Love her. Queen of Freedom, and that is, of course, a Mirabilia. And I'm just using all of the called for. Oh, you can hear there's all my beads in my bag ready to go, which will probably not be this year. All right, another bag made by me, this terrazzo print fabric with just a marble print on the inside. Just kind of feeling the stones. Okay, then we are getting into July. And July, I'm going to pretty much not be able to stitch, which is a bummer. And so, you know what? I'm just going to do what I can do. So this is Rose Chocolat from Reflets de Soie. And it really is just all letters. So there is a small chance that if a tree a day, it'll end up being a tree a day, right? Not just a motif, but a tree a day. If I finish with that, because I haven't counted it out, so I don't know. But maybe this will move into that slot because I could absolutely do a letter a day. I would probably do one of these a day and then probably like 2 or 3 or 4 of those a day. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get tired of trees and I'll kick that one out and slide this into the slot. I don't know. Okay, but let me show you my progress. I am doing this on 38 count Himalayan Fog, I believe. Yep. And here is my progress. I'm using the called for Versoise, and they're just browns, hence the name Rose Chocolat. But it's beautiful. So that is in another bag I made. Surprise, surprise. This really cute fabric that I got from actually a thrift store. It's beautiful. And then I just did a cute teal polka dot inside. Okay, so that's July. Okay, my other July is Hoity Toity. Again, so let's see when this is scheduled. Okay, I should be able, all of my stuff should be about done by here, so I should be able to invest some good time. Now, this pattern is really pretty, this chart. The colors look nothing like this. You think it looks so autumny, and there's blues and pinks. So, which is so interesting. I am doing this on 40 count vellum, picture this plus. And here's my start. See, so you can see that pink and then the like blue in there. I mean, there are some rust colors in there, but it's beautiful. But that border, I mean, is full coverage. It's gorgeous, but look at that. So what do we think I can do in 2 weeks? I don't know, maybe that. I'm gonna guess. I don't know. Don't hold me to any of these guesses of how much I might get done, because you know how life ebbs and flows. Life might be flowing and I may not get stitching in. But like I said, my commitments are hopefully over by the time it comes to pick this one up. So we'll see. But it's beautiful. I love it. Excited to work on it. This is in another bag I made with Disney 100 fabric. Little stamps of a bunch of the movies. And inside I have this really fun navy fabric that has these blue diamonds embossed on it. They're really cute. Okay, wardrobe change because this is a different day. I wasn't able to get through everything in one day, so I am back to finish up. All right, the next project I have is, this is August, and it is Phoenix Sampler. I started this when we were on our way down to see my husband's parents who live in Phoenix. This is a Twin Peak primitive chart. And here is my progress on it. This is being stitched on 40 count vellum from Picture This Plus with the called for DMC. So I really worked hard to outline the house so that I could just do fill in, which I'm pretty much there. So I think I got some great progress. I love this. That house is beautiful. Let me show you again. I mean, it's just so different from other houses that you see on samplers. So I love that vase of roses up top and these phoenix birds, of course. The cute deer and trees. So there's that one. This is in a bag that I made from some tea towels that I got at the Germany Pavilion in Epcot. So here's the inside. It has this really cute Edelweiss print, and I stuck it so you could see the bow. And here is the back of it. It's just really cute. And then I have this little, this is actually a keychain, but I used it as a zipper pull. So super fun. Phoenix Samplers. So that one is in August. And then my next August one is, let's see, where am I? Okay, this one. So this one, I do not have a finished picture to show you because it was a mystery chart in a Reflets de Soie box. So it didn't have the finished picture. But, so it was in the French summer box. But here's what I've got done. So I started this a year and a half ago. So it has the whole alphabet on there. And those letters are really big, but they're really pretty. And I love this border. Isn't it beautiful? So I did decide to make a couple of changes. So these letters you can see, they're kind of a really deep burgundy, almost a brown burgundy. And you can see those dots, the holes in there. So those were supposed to be filled in with this green, and I put it in and I hated it. I did not like it. So this will not be a true reproduction. So I'm trying to decide if I should leave it, if I should fill it in with like a whiter cream or maybe a pale pink, or the three options that I'm considering. I don't know. I was leaning towards pale pink, but when I look at it, I'm like, maybe I'll just leave it. It doesn't look terrible. So anyways, so it's got the whole alphabet in those big, beautiful letters. They really are so pretty. And then that border that goes around. So that is my other August. And I don't know, I should be able to get at least halfway through that. I should get a good chunk done on that. Another bag that I made this really fun stripe with a coordinating terrazzo style print. All right, then we are into September. Super excited for this one. This is, sorry, I'm trying to find the picture to show you. Pandemic from Long Dog. I've been wanting to start this forever. I finally did it last year in my birthday. And I am doing this one on a 40 count Kunzite by Fiber on a Whim, which is a lavendery purple. And then I am doing it with a really deep navy Silks for You. And so that's what I have done. It's just so intricate and beautiful. Look at that black work. And look, like that flower and the peacock with his tail. I love that so much. So let me show you. The silk is PR069. So obviously I've got this little bit done. So I'm kind of hoping that in 2 weeks I can get all of this done for sure. And maybe even over into here. I don't know. It would be great if I could get this whole, see how it's kind of divided into a little section. I would love to get this whole section done. That might be reaching a little bit, but we'll see. And the problem is I don't know what year I would put, because it's probably not going to be 2024, but we'll see. So Pandemic, I love it so much. It's just so beautiful. Long dogs are just so fun because of all the intricacies that they have in all of them, and then you find all of these little things as you're stitching them. This is in another bag that I made. I actually made this from a shirt that I picked up from Disney Park. It's got lots of the icons on it, and then I just lined it with this really fun kind of geometric print that has coordinating colors. All right, another September one is, let's see, okay, this one. Okay, this one is from, who is it? Quaker Sampler Delights on Etsy. And it's just, it doesn't really have a title, but it's like a Virlanda sampler. But it's a little bit smaller, but still really pretty. Really pretty. I love it. Okay. This one I am stitching on a 32 count. Let's see. Blank canvas from Live and Die LA. And I am actually stitching this with a a wildflower. Let's see, sorry, I'm looking at my spreadsheet. Yes, a wildflower, which is from the Karen brand, like water lilies, but it's wildflower. So they have a lot of the same colors. And water lilies are silks that are 12 stranded. This is, I don't remember how many strands, but it's definitely thicker. So I am doing, since this is a 32 count, I am doing 1 strand over 2 threads. And this was an experiment for me. I hadn't done that before, but I really like the coverage. So I'm almost done with the middle motif, and it's kind of a brownish grayish variegation. Let's see, you can kind of pick it up there. Like you can see there's some of the gray and then the brown. And this is just a nice neutral fabric. So there's that middle motif. So you can see where I'm at. I'm getting closer. This is actually pretty intense, these motifs. You can see how intricate they are. These Virlanda samplers are no joke. Like, you have to be so careful counting on them. And I mean, you could fudge if you messed up, but to get the symmetry of the various motifs, you really do need to be on your game. But I love this. I actually think about this one a lot, and I really want to get back to it. This would also be a good candidate for a motif a week. And so you never know, might show up in a motif a week. We'll see. I don't think I can finish this one in my 2-week time frame unless I was to work on it previously, but I think I could get a good chunk of it done. For sure a third. I think I could for sure finish like this middle row with a bunch of these mini motifs, because there's a lot of mini motifs in there too, and alphabets. So I love that one. This one is in another bag that I made. This is fabric I got from a thrift store. It's like a London themed fabric. Look at that. Oh, sorry, get my tag out of the way. It's really cute. And then I just have it lined with coordinating polka dot. You've probably seen me flipping these around, so let me show you. So I have Jen, the calculated stitcher, uses these badge holders to keep the information on her project bag, so she knows what's in there without looking, because I don't love vinyl front bags. I just like all cloth bags, but you don't know what's in there. And I have so many WIPs that I don't always remember what's in a particular bag, even though I should. Like some of them I do, but not all of them, right? And so, so I decided to take her idea, but kind of improve upon it a little bit, or well, just make it my own, right? So I take a picture of the chart and I shrink it down to fit. And so I slide that in there. And then on the back, I made up these little project cards. So it has the project, the chart, and the designer, the size of it. So I've got the stitch count and then the dimensions on my chosen fabric, and then the fabric that I'm using and my start date and then my end date. And then let me show you what I do with those cards. Okay, so I have this photo album. I have a little piece stitch that I'm actually going to stick in here. But I have little, right, it's a photo album, so it has sheet protectors for 4x6 photos. And what I do is I slide them in next to each other. So you can see, so these are not all of my completed projects, but a lot of them. So you can see I've got the picture of the chart, and then I've got all of the information. So when I started, when I finished, what I stitched it on. And so it just helps me keep track of everything. So, and then, oh, and then any notes like floss notes or changes, I make note on the back. And my ultimate goal is to take pictures of my finished pieces and print them out as 4x4 pictures and then put them in the back. So you can see what, all of the information, and then in the back you can see the finished project. I haven't done that yet, obviously. But I have a few things, but I love that it's like a little photo album of all of my work. So then, you know, it's all in one place. So that's what I do with that, if you've seen those and were wondering what that's for. All right, then I have one more September, starts the end of September and goes for 2 weeks. That project is going to be my Main Street Electrical Parade mandala. Oh yeah, Electrical Light Parade mandala is what it's called. I love this. Oh my goodness. I have so many memories of watching the parade. And this is so fun because you use cross stitch. So you use floss to stitch a lot of it, but then you use beads to act as the lights. It's so fun. Brenda Handwork Maniac is working on it, and she has, I think, this turtle up here almost done. If he's not already done. And he's so cute. He's so cute. There's just so many fun things in there. Like you've got fireworks and you've got all of the floats that are lit up with the lights. It's just so fun. So this was another one of my September starts last year. Let me show you what I've gotten done. I'm doing this on a 32 count black Lugana. There we go. That's what I've got done. So I love, I've got this gold that I use Petite Treasure Braid because I think it called for the DMC metallics, which are not fun to work with. So I will always choose Petite Treasure Braid or even Kreinik. I would rather use Kreinik than the DMC. So anyways, but I love that there are different shades of brown that go out from it to make it look like it's glowing. So what will I get done on this one? Now this is going to be hard and boring because a lot of this is just black fill-in, and I could leave it, but I want this to be solid so it looks like the big drum from the parade. So I am going to fill it in, but I'm going to branch out and kind of do a colored strand here, and then I'll do a black strand and a colored strand there and a black strand. So what will I work on? I don't know. I'll branch out maybe this way or this way, probably up to Elliot, who's the dragon from Pete's Dragon. He's super cute. And maybe up to this little clock tower from Peter Pan. I think it's Big Ben. Maybe even over to the pink elephant. I don't know. But so that I can not just be stuck in black stitching forever. Because we all know that's not fun. The only thing worse than solid color stitching is white solid color stitching, right? For snow or something, or a house. So it's all hard. But this is 2 over 2, of course, and then there are beads. So you can kind of see those beads. I would love to really get into some beads so I can start seeing this pop. But I don't know if I'll get there. We'll see. But that will be That will be for the end of September into October. I have this in another bag that I made myself. This is actually from a dress. The dress was so ugly, but the fabric I loved. It's just like vintage Disneyland ephemera. And so I decided to make a bag out of it, and it just has a really cute, again, coordinating print on the inside that I found. Okay, then October. Oh, I have to admit, I'm super excited for this one. Really excited for this one. Which I don't know why. Like, I'm excited for all of my WIPs and I love them all, but this one, it's another one of my really old WIPs. So let me see if I have. Yes, I do. Okay, so this is Chatelaine, the Alhambra Garden, which is so beautiful. Okay, now it doesn't look like much there, right? I get it. And we all know pictures don't ever do the actual project justice. Okay, but look at this. Okay, it's all folded up. Ready? Oh, it's so amazing. Okay, that fountain, that pool in the middle is solid beads. I don't know if you can see, like, it's so stiff. It's so beautiful, the way that sparkles. And then these flower beds with those specialty stitches and that tile walkway with the fountain. And that fountain is petite treasure braid, so it kind of has a sparkle. I don't know if you can see it, but this is so beautiful. So I worked on this for, I think, one day last year. Oh, look at the middle sparkle. I really want to get a good chunk done on this. I am hoping that I can maybe get this whole top section done, or maybe even these like corners, because I really do just need to do those corners in a 2-week time frame. I think that's somewhat reasonable. Oh, the way that sparkles is just so pretty. So I would really love to see this one done. I mean, I'd love to see them all done, but for some reason, this one just holds a special place in my heart. And I can't articulate why, but it's just really fun. So another bag made by me. It is this cute umbrella bag. A lot of my bags have little to no relevance to what is inside them. Why? Just because they don't. I just buy fabrics that I really love and I think would make cute bags that I would love to see, and then I stitch them. So I've got that fabric, and inside is this cute kind of mod print, the coordinated. Alrighty tidy. And of course my little bag tag with all the info on it. Most of the info, I don't remember when I started that one, several years ago, probably a minimum of 15 years ago, probably more than that. So, all right. So that takes us into October. Let's see. Sorry, my spreadsheet. Okay. All right. End of October into November. This is a bag that was gifted to me by my friend Jill. It's super cute. The colors are just so fun. It's got this really cute, look at that ombre leaf print. It's beautiful, beautiful. And this cute little zipper pull. Anyways, okay, this chart, it's another one I'm really excited for. This one's gonna take a long time, but it's beautiful. This is Squirrels of Sumatra. Okay, like all of those bands. It's just so beautiful. But this is another chart that is really, really intense. So I started down over here. And let me show you what I've got done. So I am doing this on, I think, 40 count. Yep, dark cobblestone. And, oh, got some thread in here. Okay. Here is my progress. Okay. This was a start. I only worked on it just a couple of days, so I didn't get very far. I started this at Stitch West in 2023, but the floss here is amazing. So this is a Threadworks floss called Honky Tonk, and I am obsessed with the way it is stitching up. So it's got this like maroon and orange and gold and brown. It is just like the perfect fall color combo. Oh, it's so, so beautiful. I really wish I had more done on this, and I will in October. So this is going to feed me from the end of October into November for a 2-week period. All right. And then November. Okay. So this is in a bag. It's from my friend Ray. This super cute scissors print, but then on the inside, surprise, it's cute Disney Mickey fabric. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, this one is from Stitchy Box. It is the Beatrix Potter sampler. Okay. And let me show you the progress. Okay, which way does it go? Right here. Ta-dum! So it is really beautiful. This was 3 days worth of work, and I worked on this September, started this September of last year. This is 40 count saltbush from Fox and Rabbit, and I am using another Threadworks that is called, I believe it's called Dust to Dust. It is this beautiful variegated purple. It's kind of purpley gray, dusty purple. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love how it looks on this saltbush. It's just so beautiful. The only thing I'm not a super fan of is how stripy that flower is, so I might have to pick it out. We'll see. I don't know, but it's lovely. You know, when those color combinations come together with floss and fabric and they just make your heart sing, it's just magic. Magic, right? Okay, then, oh, let's see here. Okay, now, oh, then the end of November. I'm so excited to get back to this one. Kringles. Oh, I wanted to start this forever. I finally started it with my friends Jerica from Daybreak Stitcher and Jill from See Jill Stitch. We started it this last year. And I am stitching this on a 38 count, right? Let's see. Yes, 38 count Himalayan Fog with Vicki Clayton silks. So what I did is that she doesn't have a pack for this, but you can, she does have a conversion chart. So I just took the, it's a combo of DMC and Classic Colorworks. So I just pulled up her conversion chart and did my own conversion and then just ordered the silks. So I did my own little silk pack. Okay, I almost got the middle floor, the second floor, I guess you could say, done. So all of the rooms are done, except I needed, oh, I was waiting on some treasure braids, so I need to fill that in and then add the little hands on the clock. And then obviously I need to finish filling in the brickwork. But then here I'm going to buy some mini buttons and then use buttons for the wheels on the wagon and the little fire truck. And then also there are some areas where I'm going to use beads. Now that was all an idea from a cute lady that I met at a stitch night by the name of Kathy. She did that and I asked if I could use her idea. She said yes. She's so, so sweet. So it's super cute. So in 2 weeks, oh, what can I get done in 2 weeks? I would love to say I'm trying to get up to towards the roof. Like I started working up there because I know that the roof is kind of boring and time intensive. So, but I also worked down. You can see that I kind of worked down and started to outline because we all know that that solid stitching is not fun. So I've got solid stitching. Well, I've got to get the Kringles in, and I am doing the Kringle name. I'm doing the Kringle name and I'm doing it in gold in the treasure braid. But so again, I was waiting on it because I didn't have it yet. So I'll get the Kringle in, I think, and then I'll start doing a strand of black and then, you know, maybe a strand of the red for the brick and then a fun strand to stitch something. But, because then there's that little awning roof that's all black up here. And then you can see I started like that's a present and that's some of the brickwork. up there, you can see. So the present and some of the brickwork. So I would love to get up so I can start hacking away on the roof, but we'll see. I would like to think in a couple of weeks, I'll get up to here, get this whole floor done, and have a little bit up here and a little bit down here, but we'll see. But Kringles, again, it's kind of a quintessential holiday stitch pattern, right? I feel like everyone has stitched it or is stitching or wants to stitch Kringles. It's just a fantastic pattern. Okay, I have it in this super cute bag that I made. Look at those Christmas stamps. And inside I just have this neutrally, you know, just little sayings. So let's see. Wonderful time of the year, glad tidings, 'tis the season, comfort and joy. So, oh, and then I have this super cute pull on it. I love this. It's like a little snow globe with that little deer in there. I got that at Hobby Lobby, just in their little Christmas. They have those little kind of middle, little individual caps, I don't know, in the middle of their aisles. And so that was on there. So super cute. Oh, we're getting to the end, everybody. All right, after that, all right, I started this last year because I had been wanting to start it for forever. And I got the first section done out of 4. And so that is, the stockings were hung from Tiny Modernist. So I got from here up finished. So I'm hoping to do at least 1, if not 2 sections so that this can be close to a finish. Again, we'll see. That's the plan. I'm not going to hold tight to it, but here's what I got done. It's so cute. I love those colors. You guys, if you watch me enough, you know that I love different Christmas colors. They just sing to my heart, like the pinks and the teals, and oh, so it's so good. This was pretty intensive to stitch because there's lots of color changes. Like those stockings are so cute and the ornaments, but there is a lot of color changes in there. So it took a little bit, but it's really, oh, look at it from back here. It's so cute. It's so cute. So I really love this. So I think I can for sure get 2 sections done. Could I get a finish? Do we think I could squeak out a finish in December? Because this is December. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to promise, but I do love what I got done. It's super cute. And again, this is another bag made by me. Just super cute. Tree print. And then a fun buffalo check with red and green polka dots. All right. Okay, this is the last one. Okay, this one is Celebrate Christmas from Madame Chantilly. Love the tiered trays, but they are so much bigger than you think they are. But the detail in them is so good. Like, oh, it's beautiful. So I have this done roughly. Let me show you. I am doing this 1/1 on a 28 Platinum Lugana because I wanted it to be a certain size. And so I figured out what my size fabric needed to be to get that size. So there we go. It's really cute. So I love the candy cane and the ornament, and I started the outline for the sign that says 'tis the season. And then my Santa and the trees done, and I was creeping up. I've got a little bit of that mug done. So really, I guess, I'm pretty close to halfway done actually. Like I've got to get, so let's see. I've got to do this, and I've got to stitch the base. And then I've got to go up here, but then it's halfway done. Well, that probably is the lesser half because look at how big that poinsettia is. That reindeer will be fun. And then that's going to be fill-in, our favorite. And then that cute little flower at the bottom. I am not going to put Christmas. So do I think I could get a finish on this? Probably not, but I think it'll be really close. Because this will take me into, this will take me into the new year if I do a 2-week time frame on it. And do I have any idea what my plans are for next year? No. I'm gonna see how this year goes. So far, I'm really loving that 2-week time frame, with the exception of there's so many new things I want to start. But that's the goal, right? Is to get down my WIPs so that I can have new starts. So we'll see. We'll see. This is just in a canvas bag that I got for free from Fat Quarter Shop. So it's cute. It's easy. It works. I should probably put it in a nicer bag, but this was my travel project. I just threw this bag in my purse, and this was my car project for a while, and then I moved it out because I wasn't feeling Christmas stitching. So okay, now those are my plans and the WIPs. So half goals and half WIPs. Let me show you. I do have a few that I am not going to get to this year, and I will show you and I will explain why. Okay, so this is another one of my oldest WIPs, and I really thought about UFOing it because I didn't have very much done, and I still might. I don't know. It is Queen Anne's lace from Lavender and Lace. It's beautiful. Okay, except for I really started to look at that background. Oh, can you say confetti? This is just so old. It is on crappy Witchell linen. So I might just UFO this and then restart it. I do have her arm done and a tiny bit of her dress. Just of her, looks like her bustle. Just that little bit right there. So vote. Should I do a restart or should I just keep going? It's not super crunchy, but it is kind of see-through. It's definitely not the nicest linen. I think it is the called for. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the called for. But I would like to stitch her. But do I have enough done that it's worth continuing on this fabric? Again, I don't mind the fabric. I don't know. So that is something that I'm really pondering and trying to decide what I'm going to do. This one just sits in an Amazon zipper bag. Alrighty. Next one, you will not see this year. And I do have a reason. This one is my blue Moroccan lace mandala. Now I do love it. It's beautiful. Let me show you what I've got done. Here we go. All right. Now, if I worked on this for 2 solid weeks, I could totally get that middle done, which is half of it, right? See that middle? And then I could start working on the outside. My theory is on this one is that I already have 2 chatelaines in my mix, and I really want to get them done before I invest time across all of my chatelaines. So I only really want 1 or 2 going at a time. So that's my goal, is to get those 2 focused and then focus on this one, and then I have another one. It's beautiful. There is a tiny bit of sparkly fibers in there. I haven't added the beads and gems yet, but when I do, it's going to be spectacular. So you will likely not see this one unless something goes very wrong or very, very right with the other ones that I have planned. Then maybe I will pull it out, or maybe I'll just be super inspired, but I'm not going to hold my breath. This is in bag I made with this cute starry fabric. It's kind of embossed. And then I used this gold buffalo check on the inside, and my zipper pull on it just makes me smile so much. It is a little Sorcerer Mickey hat because it's magic. Okay, this is another bag made by me. Fun stripe. I love stripes. Stripes are so fantastic, aren't they? All right, cute little autumny zipper pull. Inside is that cute coordinating terrazzo. This one is my other chatelaine, the Taj Mahal mandala, which is so gorgeous. And again, it is old. I started this years and years ago. So, chatelaines are always best with a middle start. You don't have to, but I worked on it for one day. That's what I got done. And it's really pretty. This fabric is a mystery fabric, but it is, I think, probably a Lugana. It's opalescent. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can kind of see the sparkle. I don't know who it was dyed by. I think it was probably dyed by Sugar Maple Fabrics years and years ago when they dyed fabric. She's no longer in business, but she did beautiful. Oh, her fabrics were so beautiful. So look at my needle minder, little scarab. Again, I just don't have enough done on this one. Like, I love it, but this is a huge one. Look at this. So there's the middle, and then I've got all of those motifs in the corners, and then this border, which is intense, but so stunning. So this one is not going to see time this year, unless it is like screaming at me, stitch me, right? But I do love it. I love it. So, okay, then, okay, my last one. And this is probably going to be a surprise, but this is actually going to be a restart. And if you watch me, you're probably thinking, where is this one? Well, it's right here, and I'm going to restart it. My saga. It makes me really sad because I had quite a bit done. Like, I had this roughly done. Okay, let me show you. Where is it? Got it all folded up. Okay. So I was stitching this on a 40 count fabric from Live and Dye LA called On Thin Ice, which is gorgeous. Valerie's fabrics are amazing, Live and Dye LA. Okay, here we go. So I love the chart. Love the chart. Okay. I was so happy with my progress. I did this back in September. But when I pulled this out to figure out my plans for this year, and I really started looking at this, I was not happy with it. So I am using a Silks for You on this that is a teal and purple mix with, well, it's like the two colors, and then it's overdyed with black. So it's really dark. You cannot see the variegation. Oh, you can right there. Look at that. So you can see kind of the teal and the purple. Two things are making me restart this. Number one, I don't love the coverage. I can see way too much of the fabric through the stitching. So that was the first strike. And the second strike, I only had 2 strikes and this was out. The second strike is that I did not love the way that that variegation in the floss was playing out. It was just really patchy and stripy. I mean, can you see how patchy that is? And you can kind of see how thin the coverage is. Like, it's not awful, but it's not great. And so, but see how patchy, like it's purple there and then teal, and it just, oh, I just didn't love it. And I'm like, nope, this piece is so big that I am not going to invest the time into this. Because this is a massive piece. I'm not going to invest the time in this and not love it and be so happy and thrilled with it when it's done. So it's going to be a restart. I'm working through the fabric that I want to use. I might still use this one. I'm trying to figure it out. And the floss that I'm using, I'm trying to figure that out too. Like, I have some really good ideas, but I need to test it out and see. But this is going to go away and it will be a restart. Not this year, maybe next year. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Again, it kind of depends on what kind of progress I get done on my WIPs. Now, I will have some new starts here and there. I have a box full of smalls that if I'm really itching, if I am just needing something that I can pull a small that would only take me a day or two. But I really like goals and I like to stick to my goals. And so I don't know if, I mean, I would have to really hate the project that I'm working on to have to go to a small. So, because just, I want to do that goal. I want to stitch a full 2 weeks, and I don't want to neglect that project and take away from that 2-week period for even one day. So I do have a box of smalls. I also do have a couple of smalls cherry picked to do for smalls exchange for the retreats that I'm going to. Right now I've got 3 that are paid, planned for, scheduled, ready to go, and then I'm hoping 1 more in the fall. And I need to get those smalls stitched. So I'm still trying to figure out when I'm going to work those in. If I do finish one of my projects before my 2-week time period is up, then I will likely start one of those smalls. I might have to work my smalls in the morning, especially the ones for the exchange, because I do need to get those done. Like, those have a timeline. But again, I'm just trying to stay really fluid and make sure that I am just comfortable and happy with how things are going. And so if I'm not feeling like I want to stitch on something for a 2-week period, then I want to be able to switch it out. And I'm really nervous. This is what I'm really nervous about. But again, I'm trying to give myself grace and that fluidity, that I'm going to work on a project for 2 weeks and I'm going to love it so much, and I'm going to get so much done that I'm going to want to extend it for a following 2 weeks. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I think the rule follower in me is going to be like, nope, you have to put it away and you have to work on this one that you have scheduled. And that's okay, because I'll work on that next one and I will love it. There will be great progress. But that means that I will probably not have very many finishes this year, which is a bummer, because if you watched my finish video that I posted, I had 54 finishes last year, which is like crazy. I stitched a ton, which I'm so happy that I had the opportunity to do. I'm glad that I had that time. And I still have time, but I do have some heavy commitments coming up this year that will not allow me to stitch as much. So I'm just going to do the best that I can. And like I said, I really want to get progress in on some of these big projects. So that means that I'm going to have to just not have as many finishes. And that's okay, because if you think about it, like, I feel like I'm a pretty fast stitcher. I'm a fairly accurate stitcher. Like, I don't frog a ton. And so if I can get great progress done in 2 weeks on a lot of these, I'm hoping to get 4 or 5-ish done, right, this year, of these bigger ones that I have scheduled for 2-week periods. But then the next year, if I keep on kind of that same thing, I should get a lot done, because really, like, a solid month worth of progress on most of these, we'll finish it, no problem. So we'll see. I don't know. Hopefully that all makes sense, that my system, my plans make sense for you. If not, and you want a better explanation, you can message or email me and I'll try and explain it better. It works in my brain, which is what matters, right? So that's it. That's all I have. So until next time, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to stitch. Bye, everyone.